On a Tuesday, got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday.
Yo, welcome to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar
On a Tuesday.
Salud. Did I say it right?
Salud.
Salud. Did I say it right, Jacob? No. Salud. Did I say it? Okay, anyway. What's today's date?
Today's date is 11/20.
11/20. And so this time, Thursday, we're going to be chilling in some good food. Oh, my God. Are you looking forward to Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Because you've been starving yourself because you've been like on this whole health and diet.
More or less, it's not about the food for me. It's,
Oh, he about to get emotional.
It's more or less about being around your family,
Are you coming over our house?
Nah.
Oh, you're not?
Actually, I'm going to New York. I'm going to see my grandparents.
You are going to New York? You haven't did that in years.
Yeah, I haven't been there in years. And they're at the age of 96 and 90, so
wow.
They're still able to take care of themselves for the most part. So it is more or less going to be with them because I don't know how much longer they're going to be here.
So who's doing all the cooking? Grandma?
I think my father's doing all the cooking.
Your father, can he cook? Men cook better than women. I'm starting to notice that. Y'all
that is true.
That?
Men do cook better than women.
No offense to all our lady listeners, of course, but
we do need the women in the kitchen.
Why do we need the women in the kitchen?
Cleaning
and cooking.
They do clean the best. They do that.
See, they can do it. They can do it on a consistent basis, so they can cook every day, right? But men cook better, when it counts.
But I'm starting because do you ever hear of a famous female chef?
Yeah.
I mean, but they not.
Nah, you don't hear them like in restaurants or something like.
You don't see them on TV. You don't see them yelling at people
like Julia Childs.
Oh yeah, is she a chef or she's a?
Yeah, chef, cook.
Is that what she? But I thought she was. Well, okay,
They call her a cook. See, men they call them chefs.
She's a good cook.
She's a good cook.
What is Martha Stewart? Is she a chef?
She's a homemaker, right?
Well, I thought she was more like a interior decorator or something like that.
She has a cooking show.
Her and Snoop has a cooking show.
Yeah, her and Snoop have a cooking show.
I love that show. That show rocks.
I've never seen it, but
you've never seen it.
It's interesting.
It's
It's interesting because you never would think that Martha Stewart is so open like that, but she's pretty open.
She went to jail for insider trading.
But they don't make her open. They don't make
she
her
is open.
She's
open to all possibilities. Yeah. She could have went down. She could have took somebody else down instead of her going to jail. She took her lumps and went in.
But when I fell in love with her is at the Flavor Flav, what you call it, roast. Did you ever see that on Comedy Central?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, she was hilarious. She talked about Shaq's mother. She said,
was that Flavor? Or was it Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber. I'm sorry, you right. Yeah. Justin Bieber, but it was funny.
She was in a couple of them. She did. I think she may have done.
I think she did Flavor too, but she was funny on Justin Bieber. Yeah, she talked about Shaq. She said when I was in jail, I had to fight the biggest hoe that I can find, and I had to stab her. And he said, by the way, please tell your poor mama I said I'm sorry, Shaq. I'll cry. She was so funny. She did that.
She was funny.
And then she talked about that other lady. She was saying hoe and all. She was just amazing. So I'm definitely. And then the fact that she gets so high all the time. She's always high.
Does she get high? I don't know. I've never seen
that's how her and Snoop relate. But I think hers is more dramatic.
I ain't gonna lie.
I've never seen a
I've seen her. Her eyes are kind of like she's slanted,
high.
Like she's always high. But I don't know if she's actually gets high. I don't know.
You don't think so?
She may do.
She might. Most people do.
Most people do. You would. People from all walks of life pretty much smoke a little weed and do a little cocaine every now and then.
I don't smoke weed or I don't drink, so I don't know.
But you do a little cocaine. Look at her eyes.
She high as a kite.
She's straining to keep her eyes open.
Oh. But you know what? She's 80-something years old. She looks good.
She's 80-something?
She's over 70.
She's
at least 75. But she looked good.
Hold up. First you went from 80, 75. Come on, man.
75, 80. She's 77. That's 80.
That's pretty much 80.
That's 80.
No, you got 3 more years to make that shit.
If you round up,
Huh?
If you round up,
Round
it's
up,
80.
it's 80. It's not 75. But
A lot closer than I thought.
right. But she actually looks pretty good.
She's Donald Trump's age.
Donald Trump is 77.
No, he's 72, isn't he?
No, he's like 75
5 maybe.
now. He was like 77 when he was
But let me tell you this: even though we may not like the man look good for his age.
No,
He
he
don't
does
look-
not.
No, he
I don't
does
think he
not.
looks 79.
Not.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think so.
This is a spray tan.
the
Yeah, you
tan,
gotta
the
let him
tan
make up.
youngens him up.
Yeah.
Oh, he just had the worst hair. But anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, Martha Stewart. She definitely. I'm sorry. I think she looks great for her age. But anyway, like there's really no female famous chefs though that we know of. So for Thanksgiving, I think the men are going to do the thing.
I usually make a turkey.
You're making the turkey?
I usually do. Well, this year we're going to Roanoke to visit our family, but so I'm gonna let them handle that. I'm not gonna try to interrupt
You're not.
that.
You're not gonna show them up.
No.
So is this your first? Because this is your first Thanksgiving since y'all been married, right?
Yeah, correct.
So is this not? This is gonna be. Are you going to her family house?
Yeah.
So are you gonna meet like new people that you haven't met and all that?
Well,
Are you
I
nervous?
think I've met most people. I've been down there before.
Oh, okay.
Not for a holiday, but there won't be too many more new people. There probably will be a couple, but like the ones who couldn't make to the wedding or weren't invited. Hey, we had budget constraints. We couldn't invite everybody. We wish we could have.
Wow. I know because
but no,
I didn't make the
should be
list.
exciting.
I was kind of.
He was upset.
I didn't even talk to you in like 3 years before that, and we didn't come back to the show till after the wedding. So
He was upset. Him and his brother was upset.
I was like, how could we? We should have been in the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Kenny B was in the wedding. No, I'm just kidding. Was Kenny B in the wedding?
Actually,
Who?
Donald Trump
Kenny
is
B.
only 72.
He's 72.
Yes.
Oh, he looks horrible. No, I'm just kidding. He's all right. Anyway, so you're going to New York. I'll be here in D.C., of course. Mm-hmm. Well, not D.C., but the DMV at my parents' house. And I'm making.
Which set are you going to, or both?
I know. Well, actually, all of us will be together at my mom and my stepdad's house. So the other set will be there too as well. So it's pretty cool.
Gonna be at the Timmons
Yeah,
restaurant.
it'll be at the Timmons estate. So
okay, and they all get along. Everyone gets along.
Pretty much
yeah,
so.
because
good.
I socialize a lot. I always have a lot of events, so I have to have them both. So they have to be
Be
together.
cordial, at least.
But they
Yeah.
But they're cool.
They're cool. Like my I think my stepmother and my mom they probably close to almost being best friends, I would say.
Okay. Really?
I don't know about my stepfather and my father, but
Yeah.
I think they're cool. I mean, they're cool, but I don't know I've never paid attention, but I do know my mom and my stepmom hang out, but I don't know. I've never really paid attention to my father and my stepfather. Have you noticed? Do they? I don't know. I have to pay attention. I never really paid attention.
I do pay attention, and I'm just gonna keep my comments to myself.
Whatever. But
That's a first.
Hey, Mama T.
I am definitely blessed to have 4 parents. I would say that.
Yeah.
So, and we all coexist. I don't do that in my personal life. My situation is totally different.
Why you can't
So now I'm
coexist in
just
your
kidding.
personal life?
I could.
Yeah, I could too. We just don't. I mean, like, where I'm cool with baby mama, and she's fine. I was always, before I was in a serious relationship, I was always invited to go to her house for Christmas and Thanksgiving. I never did, but the invitation was there. I mean, I think it's been a couple of Thanksgivings, but we're fun enough to do that. But now it's just a little too awkward at this point. But
I'm sure I could go if I wanted to go to like a Thanksgiving, but I won't.
You're not invited, buddy.
I'm not invited. You definitely are invited. You on the list. You probably definitely would make the list. So.
I probably would make the list.
You would make the list.
But
you, his brother Kenny,
yeah, everybody but him.
everybody but him.
We noticed that we actually went on a cruise together and they spoke to everybody but me. I was like, okay.
But that was day one. That was the first day.
By the end of the
but
day,
by end of that
they
day,
was following me.
they was following.
everywhere. But they're cool. We're cool. We coexist. So yeah, Thanksgiving is definitely for family. So I can see it happening. Yo, you wasn't here last week.
No, I was not. I was gone. I went away for my birthday.
Where'd you go?
I went to Dominican Republic with a couple of friends of mine.
Nice.
Yeah, so I really
you stay
enjoy
traveling.
myself.
You've been gone once a month for the last like 3-4 months.
No, I've only
Dubai,
been.
DR.
I only been 2 places. I didn't go nowhere all summer, so I saved up.
Must be nice. I think I've been on 3 vacations my entire life.
Yeah, whatever.
That's because you choose not to go.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you splurge in the city. See, I'm a Scrooge in the city. I don't spend no money.
He don't spend no money in the city.
Yeah.
And he spent $1 at the strip club, and that's it.
And that's it.
That's
and she
it.
better dance all night.
Dance all night
For those
that
100
$1.
pennies.
That's right.
I want my change.
I
You
want
get
my change.
But I'm just recently got my passport, so I'm proud of myself. That should be a clap. So my first trip is DR for Memorial Weekend. So that's gonna be my first trip.
May.
And after that, well, all the way in
Yeah,
May,
May.
right? That's a long way.
That's 6 months from now.
6 months. So I'm looking forward to that trip. Yo, I'm getting a little contact from the last show. Shout out to what's it called?
District Dabbers.
District Dabbers.
With Talking Terps.
They keep us nice and relaxed. If y'all notice that, we always real mellow on this show. Really cool, really down. But anyway, of course, Big Country is not here again. He's in
California, right? Somewhere?
I think he's in California. He's going to call in.
Hopefully he's not on fire. I mean, serious situation out there.
That is so sad. So far, it's like 14 people
No, it was
No,
like 64.
77,
Yeah.
I think it was.
dead.
Yeah, it jumped from like 6 to like 54 last week.
Yeah,
Oh
and then
my
I think
God.
it's up
And then
to
now it's
like
like-
77.
Yeah. It's
Oh
around
my
70s.
God.
But then they said it's like
It could be more.
700 people that
missing.
missing.
Wow. But
Yeah,
do you know, the saddest thing was I saw a video of a woman going back to her dad's house, and she was like, "Dad!" She was just screaming, and they couldn't find. He's lost. He's gone. That's
Well, that's
just a sad
better.
situation.
Well, that's better than
knowing.
Yeah, knowing that he's
I
in the
think-
house.
I think I would want to know if somebody's dead. Like if my child.
What could you do?
Well,
I mean,
it's closure. It's closure. Like
I understand it's closure, right? But whether they're lost or if you knowing that they're dead, what can you do? Where they're lost, what can you do?
Well, you search, you find.
You can search from find for them.
You find them until you find them because they ain't that far they can go. Search.
Yeah. I mean that's true, but you know, people always look at what would I do if somebody's dead? What can you do? Life goes on for you.
no, I would want to know if they're dead or alive. Put it that way.
And to give them proper burial, proper
Right.
or
Yeah.
whatever
And then
service you wanna
secondly,
give them.
why
Well,
would
I don't
wanna
know
keep-
about that. If they're dead in that fire, they've already been buried.
Oh my God, you're going to hell.
I'm just saying, we got to be realistic here.
Save money on the cremation, baby.
See,
That's not
you
funny.
went
No.
too
That's not
far.
funny. That's
You
not
went
funny.
too far.
That's not funny. I take it back. I apologize.
Hold up, it's not funny, but you
not
just
I take it back.
There we go.
I take it back. I apologize to the people of LA. I mean, this is a really sad
It's not
situation.
LA.
California, I'm sorry.
It's Northern California.
Northern California. It's a pretty sad situation.
And they said Sacramento was pretty bad.
Sacramento.
Yeah,
You remember we went to Sacramento?
I've never been there. You went for a wedding.
God, that was the most melancholy place I've ever been to in my life. Everybody at the mall were wearing plaid. I've never in my life.
But California is kind of laid back anyway, so.
LA is not though, right?
Yes, it is.
You think so?
Yes, it's very laid back.
Wow.
When you go to work at 12 and you off by 4.
Yeah, that's life. That's my life here in DC.
Is that what life is like down there?
It's like that for a lot of people.
Well, I hear the
A lot of
traffic is so
traffic
bad
is terrible.
that people kill themselves on the highway
They do
because they lose $1 million deals by being stuck in traffic.
You better get a helicopter, shit. And something, get on the metro. Well, metro's not all that good, but see, a lot of people. It's just kind of like in this area, but we're in a smaller region compared to LA. But you got to think about it. DC's only 10 square miles itself, and then you have inside the Beltway, which the Beltway is 60 miles, so you don't really have a whole lot of mileage like you do just for LA, and that's not as many people. Even though we probably have the residents in DC is probably like 750,000,
Right.
yeah. But it's probably anywhere from about 2 to 4 million people a day in the city, and that's on any given day. But it's not as much traffic because we do have a metro rail system, even though it's not the best.
Traffic is the worst, especially today.
It still works better than a lot of other places, and it goes a lot further than a lot of other places.
I'm just so glad I'm not like a crazy person. Like I'm not one to. I probably have never used my horn before in my life.
That's a lie.
I don't.
You use your horn so much. It's a shame. Somebody need to smack you for using your horn.
My brakes maybe.
The brakes, your brakes, you need brakes every 2 weeks with rotors, calipers, and everything else.
Such a hater. But I'm not one. If you cut me off, as long as you didn't hit me, I'm like, all right, whatever.
No, but you use your. If someone's coming over, even though you barely see them because you got your head like your deer stuck in the headlights, you're just steering straight.
I don't use my horn ever. I don't blow my horn.
Yes, you do. And
you never saw me. I don't blow that horn. That's
9 times out of 10.
That's to save somebody.
That's not what I heard.
First of all, most of the time, I don't care whose car it is. I'm driving your car because you can't drive.
Yeah, I don't drive. Usually, this is my car. I usually have other people drive it.
Yeah.
But
you're a terrible driver.
I'm not a terrible. I'm a safe
no, you're
driver.
A terrible
people
driver.
think safe driving is terrible. They don't
Hell
like people.
No.
I do the speed limit.
How many accidents you been in?
That I can record. That was my fault.
No, it's not. How many accidents you been in
my lifetime?
Yes.
2.
More than that.
3.
More than that.
Okay, 6.
7, 8, 9, 10. So just think about it.
But they were never my fault, though. My very first accident, literally, I bought my car Friday night. Saturday morning, listen to my spirituals. It was a nice little red hatchback.
Honda Accord.
And I bought that car Friday night. Drove off the lot 9 o'clock p.m. 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to pick my sister up on Willow Road. I'm at the red light, just chilling. Car speeding down. I said, I know he's going to stop. They all right. Getting closer, still speeding. Closer, I can see in my rear. They not even looking. Him and he yelling. They yelling at each other. I said, oh, my God, he getting closer. I said, he got to see me. So next thing you know, he hit me in the back.
If you used your horn, he might have not hit you.
I probably should have. So he hit
you
me.
Sat there. You sat there like a dummy.
To me, you would see the red light, so that would make them slow down or stop.
Yeah, you would think you would,
but you're ultimately responsible for anything that happens to you around you in that vehicle.
No, if he saw that coming, that's not his responsibility.
You
should be aware, but
it was a car.
That's what I'm saying.
It's something. Especially if it's a car in front of him, he can't go nowhere.
I couldn't do nothing I can do, and so he hit me from the back. I tried to save the front of my car. Okay, let's pause. I tried to save the front of my car. And so
did you like it though?
I turned this way to the left. When I turned to the left, the bus was coming this way. So in order for me to get away from the bus, I pushed my foot on the gas and I hit the tree. So my car was towed. I had that car for 10 hours.
Right. Yep.
That's not funny. But anyway, I don't know what PDO. I hope PDO show up today.
He may be giving a little thanks to somebody.
He passing
or getting a little thanks.
He passing out turkeys and all that stuff, but he'll be here for love, sex, and relationships. We're going to go to a quick break. Of course, we're going to have our drink of the day and some hot topics. Give us a call at 202-656-1BAR. Salud.
Salud. Salud.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar. Can you say it right?
Salud.
Is my mic on?
Salud.
It don't sound like it did before the commercial. Oh, that's much better. Hey.
This dude think he's Barry White.
Yo, salud. I like it. Anyway.
You're Barry not right.
Yo, that's what I want.
Titty Pendergrass. I heard that one today.
Titty
Pendergrass.
Titty Pendergrass. That's almost worse than Tony. What did she call it? Phony Braxton. Phony Braxton.
You talking about Beyonce with
Oh, that
Halloween?
was that. But no, but you remember Pam called Gina that in mine. Speaking of well, anyway, let me move on before we go in that because that can be hot topics. So, of course, my favorite part of the show is when we introduce our drink of the day. Hey, I should have got an echo mic when I said drink of the day. Okay, we need to start doing that. I like that. Anyway, our drink today is dedicated to our beautiful women. It's called the Pink Pussy. It's made with our choice. So that's what it is.
Don't just grab it like that.
Oh, don't grab the pussy.
Don't grab them by the pussy.
It made with our choice of vodka along with a shot of pink flavored, what's this called? Cranberry juice. Mm-hmm. The pink cranberry juice, triple sec, and a little grenadine for your taste. Definitely a great drink. Not too sweet, but a little sweet.
You don't like your pussy sweet?
Or pink?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I do eat sushi. So sushi is good. Sushi is good. Oh, this is actually really good. What do y'all think?
It's not
I
bad.
think it's pretty good.
To be mostly vodka, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It did the trick. It'll do the job. It would do the job. Yo, you will have, of course, this recipe hopefully posted on the Open Bar Facebook pretty soon. We hope.
Don't even lie to them.
At any rate, of course, don't forget to check out our paraphernalia. Dave is rocking it all. He got the hat on,
The
shirt.
Dope. That's a dope hat.
How much are the hats, Dave?
Hats are $50.
$50 for the hat, and then of course he got the shirt. The shirt is $10. You can order those shirts online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Part of the proceeds to benefit local charities. And also, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel at WLVS Radio, where you see all the other shows that WLVS have to offer. And so it's a great show. Of course, y'all ready for some hot topics?
Sure, why not?
I can't even breathe.
You can't breathe.
Can't talk, man. Can't talk.
Your wife did
Hot
the best. She said,
topics.
hot topics. Anyway,
She got that from me. It was the Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets.
oh,
That's what, I knew that sound familiar.
hot box.
Pockets.
Hot Pockets, the food.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
Okay, I get it. I never liked Hot Pockets.
I've never had them myself, but
You've had them, but they're pretty disgusting.
I've never
They're
had them.
disgusting.
Just like
It tastes like rubber.
Because they're either still frozen thawed in the middle or they're
Yeah,
lava
they're never
hot.
done. They're never done.
I've never had.
Or they're
them.
super
and
hot
just
and
like
they'll
I've
burn the
never
roof of your
had
mouth.
ramen noodles either.
Never.
Never.
I love
I
ramen
had some
noodles.
last
Oh
week.
my god, I love them.
I never.
It's too fancy.
He's a fancy.
Shit. I like my noodles to be spaghetti, and I don't even like thin spaghetti. Shit.
You like my spaghetti when I cook spaghetti? Don't you?
I don't eat your spaghetti because you put pepperonis in it.
I use turkey pepperoni. Everything's turkey.
You lie.
I never.
You
turkey
lie on your
pepperoni. I
ingredients.
use turkey pepperoni, turkey sausage, turkey.
See, I don't eat
ground
sausage
turkey.
either.
Everything's turkey in my
See,
spaghetti.
you like eating sausages.
And I usually use whole grain noodles, or I make noodles out of squash.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. It's pretty healthy. But at any rate, of course, while we were gone in Hot Topics, pretty sad thing happened. Of course, Kim Porter's died. What was that?
Deceased.
Did she die on Wednesday?
She died
Wednesday. The Tuesday after our show, she died.
No, she died on Thursday.
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 So her funeral is this Saturday, and I hear that P. Diddy is he put together this elaborate funeral like in her hometown of Georgia. I didn't know she was from Georgia. Did you guys know
Yeah,
that?
Columbus,
No,
Georgia.
no.
I didn't know that. And,
She grew up in Columbus, Georgia, and that's where her mom is buried as well. And she will be buried, I guess, in the same
You know what?
vicinity.
That We'll Always Love Big Papa was one of the one of the better, I think, tribute songs I've heard in a long time.
We Always Love Big Papa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. Most people like Missing You with Diddy. No, I like the one that the Locks did, which We Always Miss Big Papa.
Yeah.
They call her.
That's my favorite.
They call her
Locks, Faith, 112.
Yep.
So how did that?
And Diddy.
Was she in the video or something? I mean,
Faith, yeah, they were all in the video.
But why did you say?
Because after Big died, Diddy made that. So I'm not saying he's gonna make a video for.
Oh, he's saying he's
Kim.
gonna make a song for Kim. Yeah.
I don't know if he will or not. I'm sure he's made a song in a minute, but
I mean,
he hasn't done
but
no music.
I'm sure he'll put together something big.
Well, I heard the funeral was supposed to be. She has a horse and carriage and everything going on. The sad thing is, I mean, look at those poor little twins. I mean, that's kind of breaking my heart. You know,
Are they
she
young?
was only.
They're 10.
They're 10. I mean, there's like all these wonderful pictures of them together, and they started to grow. They started to look just like their mother. And then, of course, they had the son. He got an
Quincy.
album. Quincy has an album.
And
out.
no, not
Justin.
Quincy.
Justin has an
has
album.
an album out. King Combs.
And Quincy is acting.
Quincy is acting. He's on the
Star.
TV
The
series
Star.
Star.
But
Yeah.
then what's the one right after him? But is that her son? That's not Kim.
No, that's
Justin was first.
Justin is her second son.
First
no,
with him, though. First with Puffy.
It's another
It's
son
first
that
to
looks
Puffy,
just like
yeah.
Quincy.
And no, what's the other son name? It's not. It's not Justin. It's what's the other one's name?
That looks like Quincy.
Chris? Is it Christopher or something?
Is that Kim's son?
Yeah, I think it's.
Is that by Puffy? Diddy?
Yeah, that's the one. By
But he looks like Quincy, so he looked like
no,
I don't
you
know.
mean
I'll be sure.
no, her oldest is by Albie
I know
Shore.
that,
Yeah.
but that second son looks just like Albie Shore's
No,
son
he does
too.
No,
not.
the second son is Justin.
The second son is Justin. That's Puffy's son by another woman.
What? I thought it
Oh,
was about her.
okay. Is it by?
I thought it was
No.
about her.
No, the next one.
That's the
he
one that
has-
looks like Quincy.
So he only has 3 kids by her.
He only has 3 by. He has the dark skin, the twins,
the
and the
brown
dark
skin,
skin.
the brown
The
skin.
one that got the
son.
album out
I don't know
now.
any of
Yeah.
them.
The one that got the album. He bad. I saw him perform at Beyonce for the Run concert. He opened up. He did a good job. I was impressed. He did a good job. But anyway, salute moment goes to Kim, the family of Kim Porters and those poor little babies. May she rest in peace. I don't know if you can find this, Jacob. It was the ad for the Gap magazine, their pajamas ad.
His name is Christian Combs. That's what.
Christian Cone, okay. The PJ ad for Gap. So in this ad, everybody they broke down different families. They broke down married couples, straight couples. They had a gay couple on there with kids, and then they had a single mother couple, but the single mother was black. So a lot of people complained about that. Mm-hmm. To me, I think that we need to chill.
Haven't we
I think
stopped
we're-
that? I think it started with the Cheerios commercial. Right. Then it's in every commercial now. I feel like it's in a lot of commercials. There's always a mixed parents.
No, that's fine. But
It's not about the. It's always the black family.
They made
dysfunctional.
a black woman with 3 kids by herself, and they saying so. A lot of people complain that only black women are single moms. You know,
No, but I'm just saying. Why do we always look so deep into everything?
Exactly, everything is not that deep.
And it could be, but I'm just saying, why do we always have to look at the negative of everything and not just looking at it for what it is?
I don't know if you can find. Were you able to find that ad? Oh, okay. I should have found the picture. But anyway, to me, I just think that we need to chill. Everything is not that. Although these companies could do a little better, why not put because they had
we don't know who's in the position of the advertising and things of that nature to even say that they can do a little bit better. We don't know who's giving the thumbs up on these projects. So
I know in the ad they had a husband and a wife. Of course, they were white. Then they had a mixed couple, and then they had 2 guys, and then they had the black
2 women, right?
No, it was 2 guys. I didn't see 2 women.
I thought it was 2 women too.
It was 2 guys.
I thought it was a total of 5 couples, but I could be wrong.
And then of course they had the single black mother with the 3 kids in the back. Why couldn't they? I just think that they should be kind of conscious.
Daddy was
Why not
at
use-
work.
Yeah. But it's
why not use a
sometimes-
white woman?
Honestly,
with 3
it's
kids?
sometimes tough to make those kind of calls because it's a real depiction. Also, I mean, there are single
Yes.
black mothers, but when you're doing the commercials, you might want to take the more mainstream route and just play it safe and avoid that. But it's a real thing. I mean, I'm not saying it's a problem for more of a black woman problem than more of a white woman problem or a Latino woman problem. But it's it's difficult when you're making that calls. You don't know. That's why you have to have people of color in the room to make those decisions because then they can tell you.
They have to be not just people of color, people who are aware.
Yeah,
because a lot of people are not always aware. Just because you're of color doesn't mean you're always aware of things going on. True. Sometimes that's not the lifestyle you live, and that's not what you have seen as a person of color. No matter what color you are, you may not see certain things. That may not be your world. Like a lot of times, you think that there's a lot of black people out here, especially now. A lot of kids, even most of our kids, they don't know what an actual hood really looks like.
No, but they want to portray it.
Yes,
so
but what I'm saying is they don't know what it's like to do without eating no frills products and things of that nature. But you would think they do because that's what they want to act like, but that's not a depiction of what their reality is.
Right.
Just vice versa. They don't live in Beverly Hills either. So they're not on what was that show?
90210.
Yeah, something like that.
90210 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I still think that we as people we need to chill out and relax. It's
That's
not
true.
that deep. I mean, come on. Unfortunately, there are single family black women, and why not promote them and show success? Because to me, they
you
look
can still
happy.
be successful.
Yeah, they looked happy. They were the kids looked well fed. The woman was beautiful. She still had a great body. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
She wasn't like she was.
wasn't like
looks like she was looking like Monique and Precious,
Right.
with a cigarette coming out your mouth, with a bandana on her head, talking about
the babies were mentally. Their hair was done. You know,
like the clothes didn't fit. They were too small or something. See, now that would be a terrible picture.
And eating watermelon and frying chicken. They wouldn't do that in their pajamas.
I
you know
mean,
what I'm
everybody eats watermelon.
Well, I'm just saying.
I don't understand why.
I
don't understand why black
everything's
people
so
feel
serious.
like. That's one thing I don't understand. Why black people feel like they can't eat watermelon and chicken in front of.
Well, I just don't like watermelon. So
you don't like watermelon?
I hate watermelon with a passion.
I like watermelon.
I hate it, but I love me some fried chicken. I'll go to bats for Popeyes. I'm telling you, if they close Popeyes, I will cry. Even though
They
I can't
closed
eat
quite
it
a few of them in your neighborhood. What you talking about?
Well,
you ain't
I
cry.
can't eat it now. I eat it like it's a treat for me. I can't eat it now because of my little diet, which is doing pretty well. People, y'all see that? Y'all see that? No stuff.
It's all black. He got on black, so don't believe it.
No, don't.
Okay, I'll
You
take
have no
a
shirt
shot.
on?
I don't. I was rushing.
He want to show that damn tattoo again. That's what it is.
I forgot we showed tattoos last week. He brought
You
that to
did.
my attention.
Yeah,
you did.
Nobody else did.
No, just you.
It was the district dabbers. They got me again. They got me. But anyway, on another funny note, so the Soul Train Awards is coming up. My favorite people are hosting it.
Who's that? Beyonce and Jay-Z or something?
That would be a high host. Beyonce and Jay-Z hosting.
Jay-Z's.
They dry.
Jay-Z's very dry. Beyonce's
She's dry.
I think Beyonce's kind of dry too.
She is. She's a little dry, and I think she's better at reading.
I think
We're not going to do that. That's what we don't do here at the open
And she'd
bar.
have to read a lot. And she can act.
She can read.
Okay.
B can read.
she got a 5th grade education. What
She
you talking
can
about?
read. God.
Who
She'll
she
shut
been?
you down.
Who she been reading?
She can read. But anyway, this year is hosted by Tisha Campbell and Trishina Arnold. Is that how you say it? Trishina Arnold.
Pam.
Gina and Pam. That's what I say. I think that's gonna be a hot. They're gonna make it so funny.
Did you guys see? I just happened to see it on Facebook, so it was somebody posted it. The new look of Tisha Campbell.
Yeah, she shaved her hair.
She shaved it on the sides, and
It look okay.
it looks a hot mess.
I know. I
I
think
did so. I thought it
give
was.
it-
I thought it was like a costume for the commercial. I thought it was her. I thought it was her
the
trying to
words
be like.
express is not that of the open bar.
I thought
Yes, it is.
I thought it was like her just like trying to be like with the Cassidy cut that she had 12 years ago.
Right. I think it looked hot on her. I think she's doing a good job.
She's a little too old for all that.
She's a little too old for that.
Hell yeah.
I like the fact she because when she was on House Husbands of Hollywood, they really didn't. Well, she was a little big, but now she lost a lot of weight. Like divorce is really looking good on her. I think she's looking good single.
I don't think so.
I think she's looking much better. I give it to her. What's her name? Pam looked good. Pam keeping herself up. But I think that's gonna be a good host. If you guys can think of any other great hosts, now y'all said Beyonce and Jay-Z. I would love to see Nene Leakes host them on the award.
What?
I think Nene would be hilarious.
She's terrible.
You think so?
I don't know how she's a stand-up.
I do want to go to one of her shows. So
Me
we'll see.
personally, I don't think I think she can't take the heat. You know, like when somebody dish it out, she's
Nene
always,
Leakes?
yeah.
She get upset
Yeah,
She
gets
told
upset.
that one girl to hope she gets raped in her Uber ride home.
because she told her to kill herself.
And that's what you get.
You're-
That's the
you
ridicule
put
you
yourself
get
up there.
as a comedian.
You put yourself up there to take the
Because you think you're funny, so they're trying to prove you wrong. If they don't like you, first of all, they paid to come see you. You didn't come to pay to come see them. So you're supposed to entertain them, so they can say whatever they want to you.
I still think Nene would host. I think she would do a great job at hosting that show.
She don't do a good job on Real Housewives of Atlanta. If
She
you ask
does
me.
an excellent job. Even though Portia is the star of that show now. Shout out to Portia. We love you. We love you, Portia.
How about the reunion show for Love and Hip Hop?
Love and Hip Hop. Let's talk about that.
Okay,
Did y'all? Of course, you didn't see it.
I saw it.
No.
K. Michelle is making a complete ass of herself. I'm sorry.
For which part?
For every part, every time she opens her mouth, it's just like
You don't like K. Michelle? I like K. Michelle.
I love K. Michelle, but she didn't need to be on that show. I think
it's Kimberly.
I think
it's Kimberly now?
Kimberly, yeah. I think it dogged her. Now, to me, the big girl who stole the money from her. Only thing that big girl needed to do.
Was that one of her people?
She was originally her assistant.
She was her assistant. Her story was that she used K. Michelle's Uber credit card on her phone to order a car for K. Michelle one time and just never took it off and just used the Uber for herself.
Right.
She says it was $50. K. Michelle says $300.
She found out it was $300. Now, I mean, that's not a lot of money, but see, all big girl need to do is say, "Hey, I used your card. I'm sorry. I didn't think it was a big deal.
Yeah,
I
at the
made a
time, K.
mistake."
Michelle probably would have been like, okay, cool.
Right.
She's
But that's all she want to hear her say. But she keeps trying to make excuses. At first, initially, I was on big girl's side. Paris is her name. I'm sorry. I was on Paris's side.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's the principalities. It's the principalities.
And that's all K. Michelle was saying. And then you trying to act like a victim when you stole the money. Literally, you took the money. Like, I have friends that give me their credit card, including this one. But I would never use it without being like, yo, I'm going to use it for, I would never just do it without letting you know. You know what I mean? So I think she needs to agree to say it was wrong. Oh God! So he just put a picture up of.
Hey, Jacob, can you pull that one up? Tisha Campbell, new
shows off her crazy new look.
Yeah,
that's what it's called. And she looks like Jermaine Jackson in that picture. I think
kind
of. The hair is real Jermaine Jackson. But until you find that picture, back to that show. Other highlights. Poor Lyrica.
I seen somebody posted the other day whose mama looked worse, A1 or Lyrica's mama.
Oh, this is the picture of Tisha Campbell. Really Jermaine Jackson is. What do y'all think? But she's pretty.
And then why she got her chest? Why is she bearing her bare chest like that? Like
she about that lash life though.
I don't think she looks bad. I think she looks good. She's definitely an icon, and I'm
what?
She's an icon. Tisha Campbell.
From what? Little Shop of Horrors?
Is she A-lister too?
I think she's an A-lister. Yeah.
Oh, come on now.
I think she's an A-lister.
She ain't did shit since Martin.
Tisha Campbell that's not true. She's been in.
I know she's been in
My
other
Wife
stuff.
and Kids, which was a success. She's been the new show she got on Channel 4. I forget the name of the show.
First of all,
She's on the show. She's been working.
That show would not be funny. It would not be a show without Damon Wayans.
No, that's true. Just like Martin would be a show without Martin, but Tisha Campbell,
she did great.
She
on that show. That was a great show.
added.
It was a good
She
show.
did.
It was a really good show.
With Uzi, huh?
And
Uzi,
then also,
I did see that episode.
Also, with when she was on the show with Damon Wayans, she was hilarious in that.
She was decent in that.
But Damon Wayans. Damon Wayans still needed her. When he wasn't on the show, it wasn't as funny. So I thought it was a good show. How you doing? But it was definitely a great show. And but she definitely added her part. I think she's hilarious. Another thing that happened, like I said, Lyrica on that show, your boy did admit that he did not have sex with her.
Yes.
So that kind of
who was that?
But it was two of them though. Safari said he didn't, but the other dude didn't say that. No.
Yeah, Safari did admit that he didn't have sex.
Yeah, Safari did, but what's the other guy's name?
Ray J?
No, the guy that just acts like a clown. Rockstar, yeah. He said, did he say he did?
He said he did, but he didn't. But he said he lied. He said he was just trying to make fun. Everybody now, and that's another thing. Who was saying
Who's
that?
Lyrica? I got to see who this.
That's A1's wife.
A1's wife.
I got to see what she looks like.
Well, her mother.
She looks like Miss Piggy.
Her mother looked better than A1's mother, though. What do you think?
They both are pretty bad.
They're bad, but Lyrica G
A1's
better
pretty bad. Both of them are pretty bad too.
A1 and Lyrica is not bad. I think Lyrica is hot.
Jacob, can you put a little picture of Lyrica
and A1?
Lyrica.
She always has a very
Lyrica loving hip hop.
She always has a terrible wig on, and A1 has had those braid locks forever.
And that's a weave I heard too, as well.
It doesn't look real either. It looks
and
like
the fingernail polish.
It looks like a mop.
And then he got
is that the dude wear black fingernail polish?
And he got cheek implants. Oh my god!
Same name,
but put Love and Hip Hop,
Lyrica, and
Lyrica A1. But then they say that A1 has cheek implants. He got a stomach done.
What type of Mitchness is this?
Kanye did that.
He got cheek implants?
Yeah, stomach done.
He did get his stomach done.
That's a good picture.
Lyrica is gorgeous.
She's okay.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
I see a lot of makeup though.
Yeah,
that's a gorgeous woman. Lyrica is a gorgeous woman.
I'm not into makeup.
Who's your favorite on the show? The girls.
Love and Hip Hop, L.A.
Hollywood. Yeah,
I'm gonna say Lyrica. You talking about
she's the best looking one?
Okay, best looking. No, I think Ray J's wife.
See, I think it's a toss up between Princess and Monique.
Yeah, Monique is hot.
Monique is Monique.
Monique
is that's what you call his baby mama.
Fizz baby mother.
Fizz baby mama.
Monique is hot, but she's.
But then she used to mess with Rich Dollars or something.
She did, but now she's dating a woman who's really breaking her heart. And K. Michelle just come across as such an idiot on that show, though.
So K. Michelle's not in the running with her new look as one of the best on the show?
No, not at all. Okay. Actually, Paris looked better than her, and Paris is 400 pounds to me. So,
what does her weight have to do with her look?
I'm just saying Paris is 400 pounds.
So like I said, Monique and Princess.
And Princess?
I don't know, because that new girl, what's her name, that looked like Sierra, she kind of hot, too. The new girl on the show, I can't think of her name. I'm sure you like Candy as well. No, Candy on Love and Hip Hop. I'm sure you like.
Housewives.
No, on Love and Hip Hop.
Who's Candy on Love and Hip Hop?
The drag queen.
No. See, I don't even know about that. Now you do, because that's on your wallpaper.
Oh, ooh, he got me. Anyway, so yeah, the reunion was pretty good. It's pretty hot and pretty intense. It's over now. It was good to see Monique and Princess make up. That was really good.
Now let me ask you a question. What does Monique's girlfriend look like?
A man.
A bird.
Okay.
A female bird.
A young, looked like Jacob.
Yeah, that's not a bad analogy.
With not being funny, but
with an Ellen haircut.
With an Ellen haircut, she looks like Jacob. But yeah,
she is.
She's very handsome
for a man.
She's very handsome. Oh, we forgot one major part. Your stupid girl, what's her name? Tiara. She's such an idiot.
Doris.
Ah, man, she gained so much weight.
Yeah, she looks hideous.
I think she must be really going through something.
Well, she was dating Akbar, the pimp.
Akbar.
Akbar, who's friends with what's the boxer name?
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, and
he's a pimp.
He's not a pimp. He has a wife and another girlfriend, and they
So-
know about each other. And he has multiple women around. That
And
know about each
is that
other.
his culture?
He's apparently been doing that for a while, and
I think it's probably his culture.
and
the
they're
other
so
two,
they're
I'm
willing to
with
go to
his culture,
jail
man.
for him and everything. And
I mean, but
Yeah.
I mean, if they are okay with it, who are we to judge it?
Yeah, but
I'm not
the
judging.
problem
They
was
were trying to bring
he tried to bring
Tiara
Tiara
a
into
part of it.
And she wasn't trying to be part of it.
That's the
She
confusing
said
part.
she
She said
wasn't,
she wasn't, but she
but
acted
she
like
was
she
still-
was.
she still
I'm pretty
was
sure he
She
probably
said she
told
wasn't.
her, somewhere in the beginning, this is the lifestyle I live.
Well,
you
That's
lied.
unclear, too.
She said, yeah, because his line saying that she didn't know. She thought she was the only one, and
But he says no, and the other girls say no too.
So Nikki Baby was not one of the ones.
Nikki
that-
Baby-
She wasn't having any scenes.
she
this
wasn't.
this
Yeah, she
season.
didn't. She didn't have a good storyline.
She's annoying to me too. She's
Very
the worst
annoying.
to me.
Very annoying. Just like
I'm just looking at the cast on here, so I don't know.
now, Love and Hip Hop New York is going to be off the chain. They brought back all the OGs. They got Kim Bella and
They got
Jules
Cardi B.
Santana?
Jules Santana. They back here.
They got Cardi B though.
They ain't got Cardi B.
Well, she wasn't on the original cast either.
Yeah, but she's the only one that made it out of these shows.
Yeah. Well, K Michelle.
K
did.
Michelle.
No, they had
she-
careers before the show. She had no career before the show. Now has a
Yeah.
career.
Well, she
Everyone-
was
everyone else-
Instagram. She
most-
was Instagram famous though.
Yeah, as a
Cardi
stripper,
B.
but she wasn't hot until after.
You're right. You're right.
But
Because I
everyone
don't
else-
think I don't think nobody else
Yeah,
that you
because
could really
everyone else
say.
was on the show because they were or
They
were
they
or hip hop.
Yeah, and they're not they weren't relevant anymore at the time.
They're B-listers.
Yeah.
Well, the show also I noticed a lot of these people are coming from Instagram. Like the girl from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the big girl. What was her name? They sing that song. My best.
Oh
friend.
well, Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
So they pulling people from Instagram. I noticed
That Tokyo from
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She sing that song. That's my best friend. That's
Go
my
best friend.
Oh,
Go best
I didn't
friend.
know that. I didn't
yeah.
know that.
Yeah,
She's been on a video of it.
So
I know who the girl is because her and somebody was gonna fight one time or
oh
something.
yeah, she was,
Yeah.
And then because your other girl from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the Jamaican girl, they just putting all these Instagram people on the show.
Well,
now.
they pull people who would
Big followers.
more of the females are more like they weren't always involved in hip hop. You like the way you would expect, like a hip hop housewife to be.
The show changed because
They
initially
put people who with drama and people who have followings on there, and they show those off. And that's how it goes.
Initially the show started with it was the men were rappers and the women were just being a part.
It was just like the
So they
housewives of
solidly
hip hop.
changed it, and so the show
Because
is
the women
revolving.
drive the show.
That's so true. Because be honest, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta would not have made it without Mimi and what's my girl Jocelyn.
Oh yeah, without them.
Oh
doing
no,
it-
Stevie J is the man.
Stevie J.
Yeah.
He's the king.
Shout out to Stevie J. Since we are still in hot topics,
He's terrible,
about
too.
him and
Faye.
him and Faye.
I
And he
believe
talking
it.
about
I
he
believe
talking
it.
about they got like 10 kids together, but amongst
He
them,
on 8. 8 of them is his, right?
he probably
No, 7. 7 is his.
7 or 8 of his,
7 is his.
and then I guess she got the 2 or 3, but that they asked the question, how would Biggie feel about them dating each other? Is that he would be? They both of them. They were like, he would be cool. This is 20 years later. It actually is 21, 22 years later.
Right.
Yeah.
But and then she said, well, if I was to date Little C's or somebody
or
like
Little Kim.
or somebody like that, then she'd
think
be
he
looking
would've
at
cared.
herself a little crazy.
I don't think he would have cared. He probably didn't really care when Tupac
He's
slept with
over.
her.
Tupac didn't really sleep with her. That was allegedly.
According to Hit 'Em Up.
I think that was allegedly.
I mean, that was a song. Come on now.
Right.
I don't think it was.
So I fuck your bitch. Y'all remember that? That's how it started. Y'all remember that part? Anyway,
Fuck
Mama,
bitch
you didn't
and-
hear that.
He said, "Fuck your bitch,"
It's a
and the
F your
pitch you
set-
claim,
it's a F
and
your set
the
and the
click you claim.
Oh wow. Anyway, I'm starting to believe Stevie J and Faith. I think it's a real
I mean,
relationship.
it's not for us to believe.
They're gonna
Well,
have a show
uh,
not for
together.
me to for me
They have a
to
show,
believe.
right? Do they have a show together now, or they will?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think
But
so,
Stevie
but-
still has his own show, I think, right?
No, because he had a show with Jocelyn.
No, he had his own show.
No, he had his
called-
own show
something
without
called-
Jocelyn.
Something called Leave It to Stevie or something like that.
Something.
And,
Yeah,
it was about him and his kids.
That never worked.
It was good. It was actually a good show.
And I think he brought Faith on there.
He brought Faith because that's when they first started dating.
Yeah, because I think they did a song or something together.
She dumped him on the show because she was like he wasn't serious. But anyway, he bagged that. He did that.
I mean, he put in the work.
Right. Anyway, we gotta go. Shout out to who was we talking about? Love and Hip Hop Cast and Stevie J and all those kids. They get the salute moment. We drank the pink pussy to them today. Salute. Anyway, we'll go to a quick song. We come right back with some politics. And PDO is in the building, people. He made it. Give us a call, 202-656-1 bar. Salute.
This is the snitch you don't want at work.
If you won't talk to me, I'll send in Polaroids to show you how sad I am that I let you down.
solitude of space, where I would be unhindered by the distractions of the Earth. And when a violent electrical storm erupted in the skies of the planet I was on, I welcomed it. It seemed fitting, like it was an outward manifestation of the storm that was raging inside of me. Then something just snapped, something inside of me. No, no more! That's it! I don't care! I didn't care anymore. I didn't care about being better than Kakarot. I didn't care about being a Super Saiyan. I didn't care if I lived. I didn't care about anything. And then it happened.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salud.
Salud. Of course, we're here sipping on the drink of the day. Drink it up. Where's my echo? We're sipping on the drink of the day. The pink pussy, people. And as far as the commercial, the caption is, try the pink pussy. It tastes as good as its name. God, you get it?
Almost. You
get it. Try the pink pussy. It tastes as good as its name.
Tastes like cats.
Couple more tries. Bro.
Try the pink pussy. It tastes as good as its name.
It tastes like cats.
Tastes like what?
Cats.
Yeah.
little pink pussy cats.
Meow.
Don't do that again.
Oh,
Yeah, please don't.
was that a pause moment?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nah, I was just the don't do it again moment.
Oh, okay. Anyway, the pink pussy is made our choice of vodka. I'm not going to say the flavor. I mean the brand. They haven't paid us yet. The check didn't come in. But vodka along with a splash of triple sec, a little grenadine, and pink cranberry juice. Are y'all loving it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Dave is rocking the whole paraphernalia, the open bar paraphernalia.
With a snapback, open bar snapback.
Snapback. The hat's off. You said $50?
Yeah. $50.
$50 for the hat. The shirt is
10.
You order these.
We're trying to get rid of the church.
Right. You order these products online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Part of proceeds benefit local charities. Yo,
Yeah,
politics
sure.
was off the chain.
Politics are off the chain. We came off of a contentious election.
Yeah.
There were a couple challenges in Florida and Georgia, are the main ones.
But the outcome has still stayed the same, right? Except for one.
The outcomes
Florida.
in Florida and Georgia state and Senate stay the same. I mean, governor and Senate. The Republicans won both, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But there were challenges for recounts. Gilliam, the governor candidate in Florida,
Senate.
got a Senate. Excuse me. Governor. It was
Governor and Senate was recounted.
Yeah. They were both recounted because the film was under 0.5%. But still, the difference was too large. There was like 30,000 votes difference, and usually recounts historically only changed by a couple hundred, rarely a couple 1 or 2,000, but never like 20 or 30,000.
Yeah, and
So that kind of that. But it's important to count every vote though, and that's what Julian was working for. He was to make sure everyone's vote was counted. And as you know,
and they said it was over 8 million votes that were counted
in the United States.
And that was in
Florida. Yes.
In Florida,
yeah,
in Florida alone.
It was the biggest midterm election turnout.
And you know what? Somebody brought up a point, and it says like when they do a lottery, they sell 300 million tickets in the lottery, and they can tell you in a couple hours who won and what state. And what store actually sold it, but when it comes to an election, it takes them weeks.
No, absolutely. Well, part of that is because it's intentional because I was going to say
it's also it's a different system. I don't think it's a fair comparison. With the lotto, it's a number. All they have to find out where that number is, and they know what store it was bought from. But elections,
but they know how many tickets were sold and everything.
Of course. That's how they determine the pot.
But he's talking about pinpoint accuracy, and the voting piece should be the same way. So he's right. The problem is, I was going to say, Dave is one of the big champions for go out and vote. Right. You can't say nothing if you don't go vote, right? But the problem is, in like 4 states, I think North Carolina, Michigan, Georgia, and maybe Florida too, all those Senate races, what the Republicans have been doing over the past 6-8 years is they've been redistricting, right, the precincts. So even though the majority of people who came out and voted Democratic, Democrats will never hold the majority in these Senate houses in these states because they keep on redistricting. So it's like even when you vote and the majority is in the favor, they're like doing other things. Correct. Like they're tilting the scale, right?
Yeah, there's other things like in Florida it was the gerrymandering aspect of it, what you're talking about. And there's also the rule about the ballot should match your signatures, everything, the exact match rule, which everything in your other government documents should match what's on your voting documents. If you don't match and your vote doesn't count, that's a way to
exactly. And I'm saying
take voters out.
So my problem,
and it wasn't this year in Georgia in the Abrams race. I think like 60% out of those 30,000 votes that weren't counted because they didn't match exactly were mostly minorities. So that's a lot of Democratic votes potentially there that were taken away from them. So there's that, but and that's been resolved now. Abrams conceded, Gilliam conceded.
Which I'm just gonna say also. I was gonna say Dave's new champion. You know, he needs to start championing. You know, we need to do voting a little bit more. We need to update it. The accuracy of voting, like it should be more. Like if you do it electronically, it should be able to be counted. It shouldn't take a whole lot to secure that. You know what I'm saying?
There's different parts to it, though. There's the votes that happen there, and the people can elect to do electronically or by paper at the voting booth. And then
it should all be electronic.
And then there's early voting.
You said it should be electronic.
All electronic.
And then there's early voting, which is paper.
Yeah, I don't get that because, like, I know with mine, they were like, if you do certain thing, it wouldn't be counted. If you
provisional, because you probably wasn't voting in your right area.
No, I voted in my right area. You know, I'm talking about like if you go out of the line.
Oh yeah.
No, they're saying make sure that you fill in the whole thing. They didn't say if you go out
provisional
of it.
ballot is
2018, why isn't there computers everywhere? Come on now.
Exactly.
That's stupid.
Well, there's because
we should be able to do that
because
especially once every 2 years.
It's almost every year essentially. It's at least every 2 years.
Okay.
It's expensive, and people sometimes don't trust computers because it can easily be hacked.
All these tickets in Maryland and DC, money.
Like I said, the lottery though, they're selling the lottery tickets at gas stations.
Right.
Why can't you hack the lottery?
It's like
why can't you hack the lottery? If you can hack
the lottery, because the lottery is picked by random. If there's a random numbers picked, if the numbers you picked or you were given, and they match to those numbers that are picked by random with the balls.
But we're saying why couldn't it be set up though? Still,
there's probably a way to do it, but
they're telling us it's random. We don't know that.
All right, and I'm gonna sound like what the Republicans say here. There's no way to 100% ensure everything, the old way or the new way. They both have their flaws, both have their problems. It's just the way that some of these states elect to do it, and it's most of them are electronic. I mean, people have the option to do either one.
I feel like we could set that up. We could figure it out.
Well, they are, but there are also different mechanisms. There are people who are overseas or out of state, who in college or serving overseas. Doing a
let me bring up a point about
ballot,
that. Let me bring up a
paper.
point. Let me bring up a point to you on that. About a month ago, Brazil's election was up, right? And Brazil is mandatory that you vote. Everybody votes, or your children could not have. It could be a problem with them getting their citizenship if they were born out of the country, as well as their passports and things of that nature.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things that count on it. If you do not vote, you are pretty much deemed against it. Where here, it's voluntarily that you vote, right?
Right.
And we don't vote. So.
Well, no,
I was gonna
say your arguments have been winning, man, because this is the biggest turnout. Like this midterm election was like a regular.
No, but the thing about it
people
is,
came out.
Like she came from New Jersey to come here to DC because they had a polling place here, and we won't even go down the street in our neighborhoods to go vote. You know what I'm saying? They make it so convenient.
A lot of people
got way better
time,
though. This time, a lot of people.
I mean, a lot of people vote.
And to your point, Red. People, I forget. We been calling Red no more.
Yeah, we still calling Red Bear.
Right,
I never heard you do it.
To your point with that is that's why people want to change some of the laws to make it easier to vote. Like for example, to make election day a national holiday.
Yeah,
because some people just can't get off of work. The people that need to vote.
That is so true.
Can't get off of work.
And I always said that because if most polls not open up to 7 o'clock and they're closing at 7 or 8 o'clock. If you are a person who have children. Small children, you got to take them to the daycare before and after. When do you have absolute time to go vote?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? If you're working, and that's only if you're working an 8-hour job from 9 to 5. That's not including.
Well, some of the things to remedy that is that it's federal law in like certain states where you have to give people 2 hours on election day to vote.
That is true, but 2 hours. If it takes you 2 hours to get to work, when do you have 2 hours to go and come back to go vote?
I mean,
I know,
right? And not only that, my thing is this, and we still don't vote enough. Not enough people do vote. There's 2/3 of Democrats in this country. Why Republicans keep winning elections? And when not. They can't. Oh, it can't always that they're cheating.
They are cheating, and that's
my
question is,
No, they're
why don't we
completely
do what they
cheating.
do?
Right.
I mean, my thing is this.
Why don't we do
I
what
got
they
two
do?
things. I got 2 points. I got 2 points.
Because when they shoot low, we shoot high.
No, I got 2 points. One of my points is this, right?
What's that?
One thing that the Republicans do well, no matter what,
Yeah.
they're like most people, most
together.
black people. They gonna stick together, whether right or wrong. They gonna stand behind their person, right? And whereas Democrats, we don't even know who. One day we want Michelle Obama. One day we want Oprah. One day we want somebody
David,
else to run for president.
You're arguing against your own thought process because you think like that.
Make your fucking mind up.
You think first of all we should stick together, and you also believe that we should be independent thinkers.
No,
champion independent thinking.
I champion independent
So it's not
thinking.
that we don't stick with our people. It's that if you're telling us, first of all, to be thoughtful about who we're voting for. If principally I don't agree with them, I have to not go that way, right?
Yeah, but so you just don't vote?
Well, I ain't saying that you should not vote.
So that's what I'm saying.
But
I'm
it's
just saying
But it's also like if sometimes somebody. Sometimes the good person loses because of that third person that's just taking
Exactly.
a vote, right?
That's because
no, but I'm saying is
everybody know that
somebody
Hillary
needs to. If you don't see if it's 2 candidates on the ballot, right? Mm-hmm. If
you
there's
don't
2,
see what you want right then.
write it in one, or
why
are you
would you
gonna
do
are you
that?
gonna write for, or you gonna just not vote one or the other?
No, the thing is though, because that's how the sad
people
thing
don't
is
vote.
that's how Trump won because like everybody know that what's the guy before Hillary that was supposed to have been the Bernie should have been in that spot. Hillary should have waited.
How
Hillary should have waited 4
can't even
years.
run New Hampshire.
Yes, he can. What do you mean?
Bernie should have been. If
He's
Bernie
been
would've-
in 30 years, and what has New Hampshire done?
I mean, everybody can tell you
Vermont,
that.
you mean?
If Bernie,
Vermont.
if
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Hillary,
Right.
if Hillary wasn't so, how can I say it?
I campaigned for Bernie too.
You can't pay. Yeah,
I went on work in the campaign.
but my thing is, if Hillary wasn't so selfish, to be honest, Bernie would have
I
been
don't
the
see
president.
Bernie doing it.
Bernie would have been the president of the United States right
Absolutely,
No, he would
Yes,
not.
He would have.
Because
He would have been the president.
No, Bernie kept
No,
saying
he
he
would not.
would have beat Trump. He said that he said head to head,
Easily.
I'm better than Hillary Clinton. He said he kept saying it. Hillary was selfish, man, because she just wanted to be the
Extremely.
first female president. And it's like you took 2 big L's, and you basically because Bernie would have beat Donald.
Not an L, not an L.
She didn't take any L. She got the
took
W.
2
No,
L's.
Barack gave her a big L. Barack gave her an L.
But she beat Bernie.
Barack said, "Hold this."
But she beat Bernie. Then
Then Bernie said, and then Donald Trump said, "Hold this."
and then put it back. No, Clinton said put it back. God.
Hey,
Clinton calling Jill Scott. What are you talking about?
How did we miss Jill Scott in Hot Topics? How did we miss Jill? We'll talk about that when we come back. Oh, did we show that video the last time?
We did show it, yeah.
Oh, we showed it already.
Y'all
Okay,
did?
it's over.
Yeah,
we
we
showed it.
Yeah.
I wasn't here.
Oh, we missed it.
Yeah, we talked
Anyway.
about it just Scott last week.
Now
And plus the video was old. I didn't know it was like 2-3 years old.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That
either.
says she does it a lot of her
Back to
shows.
politics, people. Back to politics. Before we
Yeah.
wrap
When
it
we
up.
are in politics,
Right.
Monica
are you
Lewinsky,
done?
Jill Scott,
No,
what's the difference?
I've got one last one that.
Are you done? Are you finished?
I've got one last one that has some serious policy implications. Today, the CIA report came out that they have high confidence that Khashoggi was murdered by the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia.
No doubt.
But your president
Or at
is
least,
saying
or at
otherwise.
least he knew about it and was instructed.
He
to do
authorized it, yeah.
He authorized
Oh,
it.
what?
The CIA came in with they had a high confidence degree of certainty that the
he-
Crown Prince was
When we
involved.
say
He set up.
was
He
involved in
put the
the-
hit on this guy.
Yeah,
Who is
but
he?
the Crown
Crown
Prince
Prince
of Saudi
of
Arabia.
Crown Prince.
So
Oh,
Saudi
so-
Arabia.
So,
Well, I was just saying
so
Trump.
Saudi Arabia is really ran by a family called the Saudis.
Right.
Like that's a family that owns a country basically.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
It's a monarchy, and
Should we
Trump,
be talking about that?
Trump the entire time
Let's talk about one day.
has always been hedging on his relationship with the Saudis and on his culpability with the murder of Khashoggi. And Khashoggi was a reporter
For CNN, right?
from Saudi Arabia, but he was living in Virginia, and he had
Because he came here. I think he was
because
on the run.
he was exiled because he couldn't
He was
come back
on the
home
run.
because he was in danger. And he got murdered in the
Like
the
Jay-Z
Turkish
and B.
embassy. But now the CIA report and most everyone pretty much I think agrees that the prince was involved. Or
He put a hit on this man.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely put a hit on this
Trump,
man.
And Trump now is saying that CIA says he did it, but maybe he didn't. But maybe he did. I don't know. So I'm not going to do anything because
I don't know.
They're buying $114 billion worth of weapons from us.
Yeah, but not
which is not exactly true because really only are about $14 million
Hey, let me
worth
tell you something, man.
with the contracts.
I don't even blame Donald Trump because it's not. He's using the weapons as an excuse. Man, these people got so much stuff on him, man.
They do, but you have to blame him for that, though. You have to blame
so
him for
much
that
stuff on
because,
this dude. No, we gotta blame us for that.
Because what that does
Like,
is
for
that
putting them in office.
that questions our values to the world, saying that we don't mind the murder of a reporter.
Hold on, our values to the world was questioned when we elected him, right? See, America doesn't want to look in the mirror and say, "Yo, that's who we really are."
It is.
Yeah.
Like Donald Trump's who we are in our heart. In our heart, that's who we are. We got aspirations to be a better place. But that's
nobody
want to
say I'm
Don't get
sorry.
me wrong.
You made a mistake.
No, you're right.
You're right. Don't get me wrong. We have propped up dictators before, murderous dictators before. And Obama had a little something to do with it. Bush. Everyone.
They didn't. No. They might have had to deal with.
But they weren't blatant about it the way Trump is.
They might have to deal with these people. But hold on. So it's not like they weren't like doing backdoor deals with these same people, and they weren't.
Putin was killing people he's been killing.
But they
people
weren't doing deals with Putin. They wasn't borrowing money from him. No, they weren't. No. And sometimes it's the lesser of two evils. It's like, man, this guy is dirty and a murderer. This guy is dirty and a real bad murderer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna go with just the regular murderer, not the really bad.
Exactly,
one. But the one who has some kind of respect when he does.
But Trump's statement today pretty much overlooks it. It says, okay, so what? I mean, there's bigger problems to have than one murderer.
And I'm just telling you, my point was that the guns is an excuse. That these people have a lot of stuff on him, like Russia. All these people who he's been doing these backdoor deals with, this money, they got the goods on him and his family. His kids, they would go to jail, man.
They may not, but the thing is, that doesn't promote what we say is American values to the world, and say we defend democracy, defend the right of freedom of the press, we defend civil rights around the world, even though we haven't done it all the way here. But that's the ideal. You know, we're not perfect, but there's an ideal there, and we're not. He's not upholding that ideal like any other normal president would.
Absolutely.
At the very least.
But what you're also talking about is this is the part of the problem with America, though. And I'm with you on that. I agree with you. But I feel like that's the problem with America is that we are so protective of the ideal of what we aspire to be that we never stop and really look in the mirror, and be honest with ourselves. That's why we don't get better, though. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Trump wasn't wrong when he said when they asked him how bad Putin was, and he was like, "Well, we do bad shit too. We do."
Who said
a lot
that?
of bad shit. Trump said when he asked about isn't Putin a murderer? Is he a tyrant? He goes, yeah, he is, but we do bad stuff too. Which is true. It's not.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Trump be like, he be totally honest. He be telling the truth that he ain't supposed to tell.
But it's not something the president say, but it's true.
He's not supposed to tell. Exactly.
Sometimes he fall across something correct.
It's true, but what he's doing by doing that?
Listen.
What he's doing by doing that, he's comparing us to them. We're not them.
Okay, no, but see, there you go. That's so American of you.
It's a false equivalency.
So American.
When did you come to this country, Tito? You born in this country? Where were you born?
I came here when I was 2.
When you were 2.
From
see,
where?
you're very American man to not be born here. See, you know what I'm saying? You're very American. Because he's saying, you know what, we're bad. We do some bad stuff, but we're not that. That's kind of how Christians be sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They be like, you know what? I know we all have some stuff, but that's some really bad.
Said the minister.
Yeah.
Christians be like, I have a weakness, but that's wicked. You know, they try to have these degrees and stuff like this, and I'm like,
Pastor, I agree, but if you don't draw the line somewhere, then like why don't have any rules at all?
But no, that's not what I'm saying. I'll draw the line. I'm saying that this whole thing of keeping up our reputation when we ain't even striving to keep it 100 for real, like
yes, and that's true. It's always a front, it's always a fake. But here's the thing: if you don't do it, then we're just as bad as North Korea.
And here's the logical next step, though. This is why Trump be honest about saying stuff that he be saying out of his mouth. This is why he does stuff that he does with such a clear conscience, because he understands the American way behind the scenes. Yeah. And he just doesn't have the shame to kind of keep it hidden. He just be like, why we got to be so... He's kind of like a person who's like, why can't I just be honest about how I feel? I don't want to just fake it? Why I gotta
Straight
package
gangster.
it? Because I just want to say, man, look, this is what we
can.
It's called etiquette. It's called being above the
See,
fold.
now there you
It's
go.
called-
There
It's
you go.
called
There you
it's
go.
called lying, deceit.
No.
It's called fronting.
If I'm a teacher,
It's
and
called-
if I'm
call
a
him
teacher
fluffing.
and I don't do everything I should do as a teacher, that doesn't mean I still don't have the ability to teach. Just because I'm a pastor,
We're not saying don't teach.
and I may go outside and smoke a cigarette, that doesn't mean I don't still have the ability to lead. We are confusing the.
But you are slicing that pie so wildly.
I just think that
because
people
it's like
yeah.
this. It's like you can't sit up and say. My whole thing is not that you got to be perfect,
Right.
but you got to at least be trying. We don't
No,
even try.
it is.
Behind the scenes, the American way is if you get
Oh,
away
you
with
can't
it, they
think
don't
that everybody has to-
hurt them.
You can't think
Yeah,
that
that's
everybody-
true.
Presidents before
what
him
you're
have
saying
tried.
is, just be real.
Well, you can't think
No,
that.
I'm not saying keep it
Unfortunately,
real.
like
I'm
you-
saying,
like- oh,
why
go
don't we
ahead.
even try? I said we care more
we
about
do
the
try.
facade.
He's not trying.
Well, the thing is, like the example you gave, a teacher, all teachers are not orthodox. You know what I'm saying? People they do it. All pastors are not orthodox.
Well-
So and unfortunately, Trump is not orthodox. So he's showing it. Unfortunately, it's not working well.
Don't blame that on us who are not orthodox. That's not us.
Yeah,
no, we're talking.
Well, what
about,
I'm saying is that.
what we're talking about is.
Well, I'm just saying. Everybody's
we're
not
trying-
doing
He
it.
said, "Don't blame him. Sit your $5 ass down before you make change."
Hey, what I'm saying is that Trump
you
knows
anyway,
that
you
these
pretty
politicians.
light-skinned motherfucker.
Trump
I
knows
am
this.
gorgeous.
He's like McConnell and these guys. He says he know in the back room they will lie. They will sabotage the vote. They will do anything. They will switch the laws. They will put one word in. They'll do anything to win, and they don't care who they hurt or who they falls or break, right? He knows that they do this, but they come out like the missus was saying, and they act as if we're here for the American people, but they don't care. And Trump is like, why do I have to act so much like I care when we really don't care?
Because presidents before him did act like they care, and they did
But-
try.
But so
my problem is
why keep doing it the same old way?
My problem is that America worrying
Because
more
we
about.
try every day. Every day you fuck up. Every day you fuck up. Every day you fuck
That's
up.
not what
I
we're
do.
saying. That's not what we're
That
saying.
doesn't mean we're like, oh well, I'm gonna fuck up.
Why-
So let's
no,
ride. No.
Yes.
I'm just saying it's a problem.
Yes,
it's a
do.
problem for America to always care so much about the impression and the feeling. It's like
here it is,
act
here it is.
good but don't be good.
Right.
Look right but don't be
But
right.
that's what this country was built on.
But I'm saying,
Pastor,
And
here
they're
it is.
never going to face the truth.
Pastor, I'll say this.
Well,
Pastor,
okay.
it's like this.
You speaking truth.
Here we go. Pastor, it's like this. America has lung disease.
Ooh.
Right? We were born with lung disease. We've always had it. But we stay smoking, but you have to tell other people don't smoke. Don't. You still gotta tell people don't smoke because I'm dying. I'm fucked up. Right?
You know those commercials?
That's a good analogy.
You know
That's a
those
good
commercials
analogy.
of lung cancer where the dude take his whole mouthpiece out and he
Yeah.
got no teeth and is like scarred.
And
And
he got a hole in the throat.
this is what you want to
Hey,
be.
We have a
Is this who
tracheotomy.
you
Hey,
want to be?
They got no
but
lung.
see, that's the problem is like how you slicing that pie is so wrong, right?
No,
You're
yeah,
making hold on. You're making the point that you're making the point of the feeling you're trying to create,
Okay,
right?
all right,
Yes,
Your mama
that's the
ain't never
feeling
tell
you want
don't do what I
everybody to
do, do what I
You
say.
want you're the world leader, so you want everybody to feel that way and not look the way they actually look. You want them to look like
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But my problem
you.
is
They want you to look like
my
you're in
problem
a
is-
suit and tie every day, and they
want you
Okay, so let me just say how that works.
unorthodox.
But you know you
That's
really
what I
a
wanted to
street
say.
thug.
I'm all with the metaphor, right?
Yeah.
So you smoking, your whole face comes out, you got a trach and all this stuff. I'm with it, and you like, don't do what I did because you're gonna be like me, right?
Yes.
So you
That's
right
what you're supposed to do.
now look, but let me tell you how that works though with your kids. You riding, your kids grow up,
Yes.
and they hear you.
I
cussing.
agree.
You're right, and that's why
It does not work.
Yes,
we
it
know
does.
that.
Yes,
You
it
guys,
does.
we had a great
Yeah,
time,
Pastor-
great conversation on that. You really put the nail on the nose. Was that the word you said? Nail on the head.
Hit the
Anyway,
nail on the head.
hit the nail.
Nail on the nose. What the hell you been smoking?
I've been drinking. Anyway, PD, yo, our liquor sponsor.
That
Thank you
pink
so
pussy
much
tastes
for-
like that.
No
It
problem.
tastes good. Thank you so much for our politics section.
No problem.
Tell everybody where they can go to your
Never had the pink pussy like that, huh?
There we go.
Tell everybody about your law firm and what you do. I know you get illegal people out. No. I'm just joking.
Just because you're guilty don't mean you did it, right?
Just because you're guilty don't mean you did it.
Just because you're guilty, well, it's true.
Just because you did it don't mean you're guilty.
Because that's the burden the government has to prove.
No, just because you did it don't mean you're guilty. Yeah.
So it's a Castro Law firm. You can reach us at www.castrolaw.net or 202-643-0323.
You like putting things in people's mouth, huh?
Get your hands away from us. 202-643-0323. We handle cases anywhere from civil, slip and fall, personal injury, auto accidents, to criminal, and even copyright trademark law.
What about divorce?
Anyway,
we do divorce also.
Why do you need to know? Anyway, we come right back. Tito, thank you so much. Our liquor sponsor did their thing. Give us a call at 202-656-1-BAR. We right back with love and sex and relationships, baby.
Call me Dak Prescott, running through the game like I'm the best start. Take your best shot, deflecting all your haters. I know that life got layers, I'm the ending like Omega. Steadily pulling capers, got organized, pull my cake up. Duffel bag for days, watch me go and pull my weight up. It take a motherfucking army if you're trying to face us. Don't play the fuck shit, keep the pistol face up, get straight buck. I used to be a young trapaholic, peeping through the blind, serving coca in the morning. Got a broad in the bed, bitch still yawning. Told to get up, time to get to the morning. Ballin' is a motherfucking habit. Rap low into the baggage, I'm in transit, I demand it. Serve a bitch like a bandage, cameo just like Candy. Moving work to his Lansing, fuck with me, now that's enhancement. I'm just saying, why go?
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salud.
Salud.
We all got some.
Yeah, we sipping on the pink pussy. The pink pussy. Y'all like the pink pussy? Ladies, y'all like the pink pussy? Was it good?
I'm sorry.
She said sure.
I didn't know that was the name, but
It's the pink pussy.
Just the name.
Just the name.
Just don't grab it.
Just don't grab it.
Don't grab by
it.
but how do you know it's pink? How do you know it's the pussy's pink?
You don't look at what
If
you
it's
eat?
not pink, it's a problem.
You don't look at your food before you eat it?
Yeah, if it's different color. Ooh.
Yeah, if it's not
So you
pink.
cut it open, make sure it ain't bleeding in the inside.
Well,
You
okay.
want to make
all right,
sure.
all right.
Make
all
sure
right.
it's well
now.
done.
Why are you messing up people's food?
The vision, the whole
Sorry.
image was gone now. Just
There you go. You're welcome.
Little,
She did her job now. She feels successful.
do y'all eat your steak bloody?
I do.
You do?
But bloody's not quite the term.
Medium rare.
Yeah, medium rare. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not blood. It's not blood that's left in there.
She
It's
said
collagen. It's not like same thing with when you cook chicken. And
Please,
you see that
you know
red
what?
stuff that comes out the end.
I'm at a
that's not
place-
blood.
listen.
That's all the blood's.
Oh my God! I wish you told me that. I sent my food back the other day.
No, it's not. It's red, but it's not blood.
All I'm saying is I'm at a threshold where my food is looking different to me. So I don't like to think about, because there's a health side of me that's coming out as I get older.
What, the health?
Yeah. So
There's a side of you coming out as you're getting older.
there's a health side coming out that
Okay.
makes me look at my food differently. And I'm like, man, this stuff used to be alive and running around. I just don't know.
You know what?
I do
I've
that.
had the same problem with eggs lately. Like
Me too.
Yeah, like
Milk,
I don't
I
know if I
cannot
want to
do
eat
milk.
that.
I can't do milk.
This is the part of the reproductive organ of a chicken that we eat every day. Like,
Yeah, I'm just like, so I don't want to think about it. So as long as I don't think about it, I'm good. But as soon as I think about it,
I thought about it one day and I was like, I can't eat this egg. I can't do it.
And then one
But
day,
the next day I had scrambled eggs.
but one day
Exactly.
I saw somebody
Exactly.
milking a cow.
Well done. With
Yeah.
cheese.
Y'all ever watch somebody milking a cow?
That's what my wife likes.
Y'all saw somebody milk a cow,
yeah.
and then I saw it the other day. They kind of disgusted me. I'm like, I actually drank that coming
Yeah.
out of that.
It's not healthy for you. Drinking cow milk is not very healthy for you.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was. Now I'm really disgusted.
But you
by
know
it.
what? They used to teach us in school.
They did.
They did. And
they still do.
They're going back and forth with that. But
it's
now
an
they-
advertising campaign.
Now,
about
yeah,
dairy.
now they're saying almond milk is better, but then somebody was a health person was like,
almond milk is not.
almonds don't make milk, and I'm like, okay.
I like almond
Yeah.
milk though.
Don't make juice.
Who?
Prunes don't make juice.
Prunes don't make juice.
Because they're already dried out.
Squeezing.
Wow.
It's a plum,
Wow.
plum juice.
basically.
Pastor, what are we going to talk about?
Why do you think it's
Plum
so
juice.
hard for men to commit to relationships?
Prune juice.
Is that a question you're asking?
So yeah,
us?
no. This is a question. We gonna basically toss it around like a.
You gonna start with
hot
Ron?
potato. And why is it? Well, look, why is it so hard for men to commit to relationships? One and two, as guys. Sorry, ladies. As guys, how do you know when? What is a sign for you that it's a good time to commit?
All right, I'll go first.
All right.
I'll say it was harder for me to commit earlier because actually when I was younger it was easier to commit because I was idealistic, right? But then I realized how easy it was to get women.
Right.
Then I was like, okay, why settle for one?
Yeah.
Right, and then you have your smorgasbord. You try out wherever you have, but then when you find
You get your team.
yeah, but then when you find one that makes you forget about the rest of them, make sure everything disappears. You don't think about anyone at all whatsoever.
Are we listening to this
you know what to
bullshit for
commit.
real?
Hey, no, he's got to say that. He's
No,
got to
no,
say that. He got to say that. Let him get that out.
seriously, no. Like I know,
I believe
I know
him.
for
He's
sure.
so lucky.
the day I met my wife, very first day I told her.
Preach, brother.
You gonna say the first day? You gonna give it?
The first day I told her stop dating. So you're done. You're done dating no more. You're done. Because she walked in the room.
I'm crying,
I
man.
still remember what she wore that day. We're at a local.
What she
bar
had
in
on?
What she had on? What she had
had
on?
black and white Hamburglar dress, and she stole my heart.
Ooh.
Okay, so hold on.
And what day and time and place was it?
Hold on,
It was
y'all-
Tuesday at Marvin's. It was like 9:30.
Y'all met each other, and you said something to her slick like, "You about to be my wife,"
You've been running through my
didn't say
mind
that,
all
but I
day
said
because
you
I'm
better
tired.
stop dating.
huh?
I said you have to stop dating now because you're good.
Oh,
You told her that.
Yeah, right or wrong.
Day one?
Not verbatim, but day one. So you know.
and when did she take your advice?
Day two.
Oh, sucks. What was the real date?
So
Yeah. Help her out. That's right.
You did think I was your first, didn't you? You was my first.
It's difficult for men to commit because you're taught by society that you have to conquer and do all this and get as many as you want. And it's like it's a double standard. Other men look at men who get a lot of women as a man's man,
right?
But a woman who gets a lot of men is look like it's something else.
Okay, so which one of those questions are you answered the first question? Are you answered the second question? You answering the first one now?
Yeah, I'm answering the first one now. So we have sometimes you feel like you have the ability to do whatever you want,
right?
Whether because you can say certain things, trigger certain things, and you can trick people. But once you realize that that's not building a real relationship,
right?
By lying to somebody, then you realize what you can find yourself if you open yourself up to having a commitment. Because a commitment will bring you stability, bring you pleasure, excitement.
Well, you can get pleasure with no commitment, but
you can, but not consistently.
It's a different variety, a different brand of pleasure.
But the thing is, once you find the person, you just can't see tomorrow without.
All right, so let's go to the next one.
Ron.
Oh, what was the question?
Well, why do you think it's hard for men to commit to a relationship?
Because it's just,
and how do you
unfortunately, we're so visual, unfortunately. And we're kind of on the greedy side, I would say. And then, like, we always think that the grass is greener. Like, okay, this one is fine.
Are you speaking for the men?
I'm speaking for Ron.
Because you're tearing us down right now.
So not man.
I'm being real.
We always think the grass is greener. We don't have any focus.
Well, initially, in the beginning,
I agree with it.
In the beginning,
you agree with that?
I agree with it to an extent.
What the hell?
Okay, I see exactly. That's odd, right? That's weird.
In the beginning, I say when we first, in the beginning, in our young age. In our younger ages, we seem to be extremely visual, extremely greedy, extremely unfocused.
For the sake of time, I want to jump on top of your point.
You better shut me up. I love it.
I had to say I'm jumping on top
because you're just rambling,
right?
But no. But I feel like how you're charging young men, I think is large in part how we're conditioned. It's kind of what I was going to say, right?
What I said earlier was when I was younger, I was more idealistic, and I was like,
well, see, he's talking about how he felt.
I want to be married at 25. That was my plan. But then when I realized, like, well, I don't have to be, and I can do this.
Okay, so what I'm speaking
so
about
many cows
is that realization. I think it comes
milk.
from the older generation of guys, right? Like you said, you made a statement that's very important. And that is that men are conditioned. When I say conditioned, that means that could be from the environment. You're around guys who you see acting and carrying in a certain way, and it gives you an impression, right?
You better bag that.
Even if you're thinking about getting married at 21, you get around certain guys, or just society. Even sometimes women even reinforce this, right?
Right.
That
especially single mamas.
If you do certain things, you're not a guy, right? So to be a guy's guy, right, where you are, strong and looked at certain ways. Conquering multiple women, having women. Because look, this is the thing. Some guys can meet a girl and really be into her. She'll be saying to him, she'll be like, I know you got all these women. I know you turning them, what I'm saying? You probably got da-da-da. So they throw these things out there. And sometimes they may be just trying to fill you out. But a lot of times I think that's their real impression is that you're automatically, if you're a strong guy, a certain caliber, you have all of these women and you're doing X, Y, Z because you can.
But women don't realize that is so annoying. Why not? I mean, just
if I'm really trying to act like I'm digging you, right?
Just act
but men do the same thing.
No,
to
but
women.
I'm saying, but live in the moment. That's what you want to know. I don't want to hear you what you think.
Yeah, when the broad is bad.
But men do the same thing. That's a pickup line a lot of men use on women.
No doubt.
And it doesn't work. Normally they get assaulted.
I mean,
like I
sometimes
told
it
you about
works.
the one woman that I said, "Oh my God, are you a physical trainer?" And,
that's your favorite line.
It works sometimes.
See,
This is the main line, right?
That's how
Same
my beard is finally growing in because of the pink pussy in that line. It's like, yo, Pastor, why do we always have these great topics?
We're not done. He said,
I know that. I'm just saying these great topics.
But my thing is this: me personally,
so go over. Go ahead.
me personally,
Me personally, as opposed to you individually.
You for the world, right?
yeah.
Me personally.
I'm a little different
What are you?
as far as commitment. Me, I don't feel like there is it should be any rush to commitment. I don't feel like
you would date somebody for. Sorry.
I agree.
I mean, because if you say you want to spend your life with the rest of your life with somebody, right?
Which is a very ambitious statement.
Right? Why rush it to commit to somebody when you haven't even really found yourself at a young age? And a lot of times, most people don't start finding themselves until later on in life when they actually have the financial means to actually do a lot of things that they want to do.
And just a quick point of order real quick. I really believe that certain people, young men, young women, can be super focused and be really clear about what they want early.
Yeah. Right.
That's just not everybody's story.
Yeah.
I feel like, my whole what I champion is give people space to be who they are, right? If I don't know early, and I don't think at 2022 you need to know.
No.
I feel like you should be able to just explore and mess up and figure it out, try things. You know what I'm saying? Waste a little bit of time. We would call it wasting time, but it's actually the nutrients you need to actually grow. But some people figure it out really early, and that's cool, but I hate for them to turn around and make that the norm for everybody.
Well, see, the thing about it is, it works, but a lot of times people who are in those situations, they say, well, I made this commitment, I'm going to stick with it, and they don't want to look like a failure if they leave those situations.
Yeah. Speaking from my personal experience, by being in a committed relationship so young at age, and then as I right now in my older ages, I'm figuring out. I'm extremely thirsty now. You're right, but no, I'm just saying. It's
drinking
like
all that pink pussy.
I had a good point, and y'all made me forget it. Never mind. Moving on.
The point wasn't strong enough if you forgot it that quick.
It wasn't.
You were actually talking about it.
That message just doesn't go for men. I definitely, when my daughter was growing up, I forbid her to have a boyfriend. All throughout high school, all
Right.
throughout.
That was so mean of you.
And how many boyfriends did you sneak and have?
Exactly.
Don't lie. Two. You just
that she know about.
But what about the ones she don't know about?
I had 2 boyfriends.
You still under mama's care, so you
No, seriously, because I understand that it's very for high schoolers. It's very stressful trying to arrange all that. Just chill. Like, you can date him on Monday, you can date him on Wednesday, you can date him on
So you allowed her to date, but just not the same
Yes,
person.
no commitment.
Yeah,
no, none of that. That's my boyfriend. We exclusive. No.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
High school
I
was
agree
time
with that.
when you were exclusive.
High school, college,
People be committed to
your first
that.
years in your 20s.
Yeah, that was my situation.
You gotta try to figure
You're
it
young
out.
and dumb, and you're like, oh my god, I love
That
her
was
so
my
much,
situation.
that's
I
all
was the
want.
same person all the way through college.
No.
But see, kind of society kind of forces you, and especially in a lot of cultures, at 18 to get out, get on your own, and get you a good person, right?
It tries to tell you that, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But the Bible says it too. Find you a wife.
It doesn't say at 18 though. It doesn't say at any age.
It doesn't say find your wife.
It says it says ye who finds a wife.
If he finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Yeah. It doesn't give you a command to go find her. We'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
You gotta understand what finding means. Finding means you searched.
And you can't search. My thing is this: you can't search in your hometown. This is a big old world. You know what I'm saying? You got to know there's more out there. Cause see, right? When a lot of people, what they do is they stay in this little box, right? When they're in that little box and they say, "Well, this is the best I'm going to get out of this box." When they actually open to the whole world, you have a plethora of choices out here.
You better
and we don't even explore a lot.
You better
of
be an international hoe. Yo, we ran out of time, people. We're out of time. You better be an international hoe. I love it, bro.
He was in New York last week. That's why he's saying that.
When people can get that book from?
IamDarrellOwens.com.
IamDarrellOwens.com.
And Amazon, yes.
And Amazon.
Shout out to Amazon. Bring
Love Rework,
part
baby.
of their headquarters here to DMV.
The Love Guru is in the building. Tito, thank you so much for being here every week, man, and providing the liquor.
Well, thank you. I feel like I've been a part of the show for a long time.
You've been great.
And you guys are cool.
Gomez, we love when you come. We love it. We love
He
it.
said Gomez.
Oh, did I say that? I was thinking that.
He said go what?
He said Gomez. He
I
trying to change
thinking
your name. Stereotypical ass.
That's your stage name.
That's a compliment because Gomez refers to a Raul Julia.
What?
Who was an actor.
Well, I was thinking more Adam's Family.
Raul Julia was a guy who played Gomez.
Oh, my bad.
Family.
Okay.
And he's a successful Latino
He was very
actor.
rich. He was an attorney.
Very rich and very handsome,
He was
and
an attorney.
I agree.
Yeah, Gomez, you did your thing. Anyway, thank you, our studio audience. Always been in the building. We love you guys.
Appreciate
you. We love you guys. Jacob, nice hat, man.
And happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all.
My mom's birthday is Sunday.
Oh,
Sora!
Happy
birthday!
You missed it by this much. You know,
She's turning 25.
No, she's a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
She's turning the big 5-0.
What?
What?
25.
40 hashtag 42 wear hashtag unfuckable with.
Ooh.
I don't care if I'm 55.
Yo, we better close out on the unfuckable. We love it.
Right.
Yo,
Thank you.
salud. We love you. Adios. Adios.
Girl in the cut and she choose a club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the